Let's maybe move on to our next story, folks, and that is Coinbase. So the regulatory framework has finally changed for Coinbase and they're ready to go ahead with their tokenized assets. Now, I know, Craig, this is a favourite of yours. You asked me to include this one today. Why are we getting excited?
Well, I love this idea of 24/7 stock trading, and I guess it's only possible on the blockchain because it's obviously 24/7 settlement. There's no middleman. And Coinbase is looking to be on the front foot with this. They've tried it before, as you mentioned, Trace. But I think this is a whole wider conversation. Larry Fink as well, he's also discussed real world assets on chain in the form of bonds, real estate funds. So I think this is the final state of crypto. But I was mentioning in the group chats earlier this week that if Coinbase can be on the front foot with this, they're going to own the crypto market, they're going to own all the institutional custody of crypto, and even potentially stock settlement in the crypto form. So I think this is going to be huge if they can pull it off. What do you think, Blake?
Yeah, I have some questions about this. So you bought some? Did you say you used a decentralized exchange to buy some? Is that right?
No.
Were you going to?
Today I read that there was a Coinbase stock that was tokenized on Base. So I went on there to have a look.
And Base is Coinbase's blockchain.
Yes, there is a bit of a spread right now. It's about 5%. And the liquidity behind the back token was like 140 grand. So I just thought I might not do it this time. Like it doesn't seem very secure or seems to be the best bang for buck right now. I might just buy the stock as a traditional boomer. But I think it's going to get to that point where if Coinbase can do it and not some random base provider, then we'll be in a good spot.
I think it brings into play some securities laws that haven't necessarily been an issue for decentralized finance so far. Whereas, if you're trading equities, it's regulated differently than digital assets more broadly. And they would require a license to sell securities and maybe even a markets license to run an exchange for them. And there's a bunch of compliance. And so I'd be surprised if Coinbase set this up and they don't have those, frameworks and licensing in place already. So yeah, if this is just happening in a fully decentralized way, what happens to the share certificate, for example? Does it have your name on it? Whose name is on it? Is it owned by a third party that manages the secondary market?
I can't imagine this being like a decentralized exchange phenomenon. Like I think these tokenized stocks will probably only be on exchanges where you are KYC'd and all of that good stuff. But can you imagine in a few years if all this gets through and then Apple, the NASDAQ is available because, for us, for example, for us to buy the NASDAQ, we have to kind of wait till 10:30 at night to put a buy in to get it through when the market opens, where, we can get to a state where it can be 24/7.
It's also not as, easily available on all platforms as well. It's quite hard to buy. Not all platforms are, it's not easy to buy PayPal and Coin.
It's not easy as well because especially crypto, like it's an immediate settlement. Like today I sold some ASX stocks. It's going to take me 2 business days for those funds to settle. Then I have to transfer that into US, wait for that to settle, and then buy coin. Whereas in this tokenized world, it will be ETH, tether straight away, tether into coin.
I think you're right too, Blake. I think maybe they do have this already set up as far as the legals go, because they, like we said, they did want to try this back in 2020, but they couldn't because of the headwinds. So could happen quicker than we think. Well, there you go. Interesting. We'll keep an eye on that one. We'll leave it there. And when we come back, we have a load of short, sharp news bites to get through.